Yellow, how's it going? Sorry, I look hella teacher today. I'm dead. Hello. Hi Nikki. Hi Scissors. Hi Cho. Hi Cuz. Kuya Park. Right over. We're gonna see each other soon. And Cole, he's playing some Valo. And AJ, how's everyone doing? Oh, that's what you're gonna say? That I look hella teacher? I was literally wearing a long sleeve shirt. I was actually supposed to wear this to work today, but I ended up wearing a long sleeve shirt because I forgot it's like we have like a theme spirit day. Oh shit! Conrad, thank you for the follow. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Okay, speaking of follows, for some reason my alerts didn't work on Friday during girls' night. So there were like a ton of people who I didn't realize followed, and I felt so bad. You're good? Well, thank you for being in here. Ivan! Look at the smartest Bunso who is slaying his exams. The fit looks amazing. Thank you. But yeah, the people who followed on Friday, I know they're probably not here, or maybe they'll be here later, but we had Irish Rose, Migo, Subine, Tic Tac, Valorant, Kuya Harrison, Nismotes, possibly Josiah, Magic, and Child Plays on Friday. So I'm sorry I did not see it. I didn't see it, so. Oh, you're going home from work. Drive safely, Addie. I love you. Thank you for stopping in. How's everyone's weekend? How are we doing? Thank you. I know, there's all the lovely people in chat. They're all here to support the one and only Kuya, but we'll introduce him in a bit. Busy, how was your run? It was good. Quick story, because I don't want to take too long because I want to introduce the guest of honor. But the run was really good. I died. At the very end of the 5K, there was a giant hill, and I saw that hill, and I was like, fuck. And out loud to like Sush and like my other friend, I was like, well, fuck this shit. And this big dude with like these massive tattoos was like, I thought the same thing. And this was like a grown-ass man, so I felt it was funny at the time. So, but yeah. I hope all of you had a lovely weekend. On Saturday, I tried pole dancing as well. I'm supposed to post videos on my, I'm supposed to post videos on my Instagram, but I totally forgot. So I will do that at some point, and I will show you all eventually. But yes, drive safely, Addie. Gave away 50K in travel credit. Sheesh. That's my best friend. But yes, welcome. Did you use my playlist for your pole dancing lessons? I wish. It was my friend's birthday, so she had her own set of songs that she wanted to do. So, hello, Migo. Welcome. Can we get a shout out for? I don't know if someone shouted out Conry earlier, but can I get a shout out for Conrad and then for Migo? How's it going, Migo? He will. I hope y'all are having a good Monday. If you're not, we got some motivational stuff going on. So I think yeah, let's do it. I have to post more about how my weekend went, but I will do that eventually. But if you haven't already, go get some soup from the menu. Everyone get some soup. We have butler scissors ready to serve up some soup. We also have some other people, so share your bowls. Also, before I forget, since we are going to be talking about a mental health topic for today, here is our form. I will pin that up at the top. If you have any questions in regards to today's topic, feel free to use that. We will look at that at the end. So come on in, it'll be a good time. But yeah, before we kind of get started on our talk for today, if you're new here, which I know that some people is my first time seeing you, we do Motivational Monday talks every week. So it gets pretty deep. So if this is not your jam, a-okay. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. But if you gotta dip out because it gets a little bit too overwhelming. Oh, fuck. I don't know the dance. Okay. I thought that was gonna turn off. I'm dead. Oh my lord. Oh fuck. It's too fast. Oh shit. Did I learn? Oh fuck. I don't know how long I put this on for. I don't know the actual dance. I thought I turned it off. Fuck. Thank you. Thank you for the redeems. Fuck. I literally learned that Cupid song like in 10 minutes. Flower by Jisoo Wen. The only thing I know about that song is the little like hand thing. So let me practice. Shoot, I thought I turned that off. Did I not turn it off? Oh, fuck, I didn't turn it off. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off just before I announce Park because I don't want that to go on when he's talking. But thank you for redeeming it now. But yeah, if this is your first time here and you don't know what Miso Motivational Mondays are, we'll be talking about, different topics. This one in particular is a bit deeper. We'll be talking about depression, and Park is going to share his experiences on depression. So this is my trigger warning for a lot of you. So if you're like, oh, I'll be back in like an hour, totally fine. But if you are here to vibe or just learn or just listen, feel free to just kind of chill and be here. It's pretty vibey, so I'll try my best to say, but if it gets too dark, I will lurky. Totally fine. Again, you just being here, Nikki, I appreciate it, so please do not apologize. I'm sure me and Kuya Park are not going to get offended. Totally understandable. So, but if you have any questions, if you feel like you are going to lurky, feel free to submit your question up at the top so that we can, we can talk about it at the end. So, imagine if it goes on with Tito Park talking, he'll be giving a motivational message while dancing to Cupid. I don't even know if Kuya knows that song. Wait, OMG, remember you saw me live on Instagram last Sunday? So embarrassing. Ivan, you were so cute. You deserve it. Alright, we are going to announce our guest for today, because he's been waiting long enough. So today we have Kuya Park. Oh frick, let me fix this. Oh god, it's not fixed. There we go. Let me unmute him. Hi Kuya.
Hi Bunso.
Okay, everyone everyone's going everyone's saying hi to Tito Kuya Park.
Hi Nikki. Hi Bunso, Ivan. Hi Gabe.
Look at him, so foggy.
Hi Choo.
Oh, it's Scissors.
Hi Scissors.
Alright. How's your day going, Kuya?
Pretty good, pretty good. I pretty much rushed home, just so I could make this stream, because guess I'm working long hours this whole week.
No. Well, thank you for still being here and making time for this.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I know most of the people who are here, or at least talking, we know most of them, but can you kindly introduce yourself, just kind of like what you do, and yeah, just let us get to know you a little bit.
Okay, so my Korean name is Park ill, or my actual name is Park Yosep. My real name is Joe or Joseph. I am known as ODK for my personal business. I've been in active duty army for the last 19 years. I have 26 months left till I retire at 21 years. I've been through all over the country. I've been all over Asia, the Middle East. I've been in Germany. And
Ooh.
recently, I just got back from a NATO mission about a year ago over in Poland. And I actually left 2 weeks before the whole Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Oh shit. And then now you're just here. Are you gonna be leaving again at some point, or?
We don't know. So right now I've been busy. Like I made an announcement on Discord. I'd be more off time because I'd be training my soldiers more just in case of a war breaks out before I
Mm-hmm.
get out. And I've
Mm-hmm.
been doing more mental health for myself by going out to the woods on the weekends to go shooting or just go live out in the woods for a day and a half, 2 days. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I do for my mental health, among other things I posted before on my Discord.
Okay. Do you have like a place that you've enjoyed going to? I know it's technically for work, but out of all the places you've been to, is there one that stood out to
Mm,
you?
not really, but there's nice um, like government lands that you can go off to go shooting or just go camping. And I know some really deep spots where other people don't go to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'll go out there and I'll go camp and live there for like a day and a half to 2 days. And to me, that's fun. That's what I mean. Whenever you guys see my intro to any Discord, um, going out and get lost, I like to purposely get lost and then try to find my way back to my vehicle to make it back home.
How long was the longest time it took you for you to get back home?
So I didn't do my job to bring batteries because usually I go off of everything on my map and compass, and I bring a GPS watch just in case. And I was honestly lost for about 3, almost 4 hours trying to find my spot where I parked my car, and I was freaking out. And then I realized after I calmed down that all I had to do was go over this small mountain, and my car was on the other side because I started recognizing terrain that I was in before.
Ooh. Well, very cool, Kuya. I think that's something that a lot of people can say they definitely have not done. I agree with Scissors. They say thank you for your service. So thank you for all the things you've done and still continuing and have yet to do. But I know that we're here for our, motivational topic today, or mental health topic, I should say, um, which is a tough one for a lot of people. I know you were open about talking about your experiences on depression specifically, so I just wanted to make sure I have the questions up. But usually, what I tell, like, to people first is like, you know, what does mental health mean to you? And you could share some of those specific experiences, or what does that mean to you in relation to topics of depression and things like that. So you can segue this into however way you want.
Okay, so mental health to me is one aspect of a triangle for overall health. So you got your physical health, you
Mm-hmm.
stay in shape. You got your mental health, which means no matter what kind of situation something goes bad, you always learn to bounce back from it and then keep proceeding on. And then you got your third one, which I was thinking about streaming again to do, but probably not. It's spiritual health, and that is pretty much people can take it in different ways. So it
Mm-hmm.
can be one with God, be one with yourself, have inner peace. So for me, mental health in my job is to be able to go through certain situations where it's very harsh, where you see things that most people don't see, but you're able to bounce back from it and you have grit. So you do things that you know is very hard, but you're still able to do it because you know you have to do it.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's I know you talk a lot about grit a lot, Kuya, and I think how would I guess we could talk about it later, but how do you define grit? Because I think that's not something that everyone knows.
Grit is pretty much, to make it easy, it's mental toughness, but on different aspects. So mental toughness can be to the point where you can go into a situation, step out of your safe zone, your boundaries, and be somewhat comfortable. Grit to me is like what I was saying. Well, I had to do roles that was like one or two ranks higher than mine that I've never had experience with, but I had to be able to do it, and I didn't want to, but they made me, and I learned from it, and it made me a better person as a leader as I am right now. Grit is also doing simple things. It's as simple for you guys as waking up every single day, making your bed, cleaning up tidying up your area before you go to work. You don't want to do that because you're tired and you just want to go through your daily lives, but you have grit and you have small steps. So you actually do these to keep yourself in check. Another thing for grit would be like for me, I don't have to do this, but once a month, I put on a 50 to 80 pound ruck and I will speed walk and run 12 miles for time just to prove that I can still be able to keep up or beat kids who are 21 to 25 years old.
That's cool.
So if that makes a little bit more sense. Grit is very hard to explain to civilians. I don't know what term you guys use, but like there is a civilian term, and I'm still searching for it, so you guys can understand it more.
Yeah. It's funny because in the high school I used to teach at, when I was a high school teacher, they actually used the term grit as an acronym. And I don't remember like what were the actual letters standing for grit. But that was my first time hearing it, so it's cool that you also use the same language. So I think for people who are not sure what grit is, as Kuya Park explained, it's kind of a sense of like perseverance, kind of like not giving up when times are tough kind of attitude. So, but we'll talk more about like actionable steps and things that you can do to, pursue grit and, motivation and things like that. But yeah, thank you, Kuya, for kind of introducing like kind of what mental health means to you, especially in your perspective. I'm sure you have some stories, and again, could be as little or as much as you want to share. And for those, I know a few folks, Jesus and Don, for coming in. For folks who are just kind of tuning in just now, we are going to be talking about depression. So we have Kuya Park here, who I'm just going to quickly summarize. He's currently in active duty in the Army, and he's going to just share some experiences. So I would like to just preface any trigger warnings. So again, if you just going to lurk or dip out for a little bit, just want to preface that beforehand, before Park just shares some, personal stories and things like that. Okay?
I'll try to keep it PG.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, still be. Oh Jesus, that's showing the format. Wait, give me 1 second. Oh God, I'm being exposed. All right. Well, I guess the first aspect, or first kind of sub question I had to what you kind of already talked about is, I mean, what are some experiences that have affected your mental health? And you are someone, not to express your age, but you're someone who's just kind of been through a lot, just also with the role that you are in. No one's counting, because you still look handsome. Everyone says it in the chat too. So, I mean, yeah, I'm sure like you've experienced, depression and, effects on your mental health in many different forms or different ways. So, again, feel free to share whatever you're comfortable with, but yeah.
So, like most of you guys, one thing that I dealt with, a lot of people don't know me about this. I dealt with loneliness, high school, and then my first 5 years in the military, because if I wasn't joining the military, I was supposed to actually go to the U.S. Junior Olympics tryouts to try out to be for Taekwondo, but I
Oh
hurt
shoot.
my knee, so I couldn't do it. So I went with my main goal, which was Taekwondo. So all I did was practice, and I would always go to tournaments. So like I had friends, but like there was a lot of times where I couldn't hang out with them. I couldn't go to parties. I missed
Mm.
all my proms because all the major tournaments was around my proms,
Mhm.
and I just felt lonely. Um, I got over that with meeting some friends. It still kind of lingered, but as I was getting to know more of my friends through deployments and just through training, I was starting to feel less lonely.
Mm.
Um, Another thing is like I've had three friends die on deployments, and like that, to watch your friend, or even if you don't see them, like when they come back and you see their bodies just laying there, it kind of affects you a lot. And I had to deal with that, and like it was there, but it wasn't serious. And the most serious one was my last actual deployment. We were told not to go to a certain area in Afghanistan, and my friend had to go because my commander, and he was shot, but he had a machine gun, and even though he was dying, the only thought he had was to pull that trigger and to protect his friends and his brothers. So he died trying to protect them, and I wasn't around because I had a different mission.
Mhm.
But we all came back at that same time, and we got the call that one of our comrades was killed in action, and his vehicle pulled up, and pretty much seeing his dead body really freaked me out to the point where for like 3 days I couldn't go on missions, and all I had
Mm.
to do was just sit in my room and stuff, and I didn't know how to deal with that. So like I didn't tell anybody I was depressed. I did a lot of drinking. I wouldn't really get in trouble. And one thing you learn about with depressed people is there's two types. There's one who drinks, but they're always laughing. They have a fake smile to hide the pain that they're actually in. And then
Mm.
there's the guy who used to be happy, but now they're really quiet. And I was the guy who would smile, a fake smile. So I would get to the point where I started developing very bad habits. I would start drinking like a bottle and a half of Johnny Walker, and I'd be just fine because my drinking tolerance was really huge. I would go to morning PT drunk, still drunk, and we would have to go run 5 miles or go run ruck 12 miles. And it got to the point where finally I couldn't really take it, so I tried to commit suicide. But I had really
Mm.
good friends who caught me and they stopped me, and this was twice. So after that, it started hitting me that our lives are very, very short. And if it wasn't for the guys who, from in my situation, the guys who died so I can stay alive, my brothers can stay alive. If I take my life, it their deaths don't mean anything. So I have to get to the point where I have to improve myself, make myself better, so they watching me from heaven, I can make them proud when I see them one of these days. So after that, I started working on mental toughness stuff. So I would actually go and seek help and talk to a doctor. I would actually go spend more time out in nature, start doing stuff that I actually enjoy. And then another thing I do is like in my Discord, I talk about reading books, learning new skill sets, and that's not just for my job. Um, to make me a better person, but it's
Mhm.
for myself because it's something as simple as crosswords and reading a dictionary. It expands your mind, and it makes you smarter. So in making smarter choices, you start getting into like mental toughness, where I can stay calm in certain situations. And what happens is I have a tactical solution. So I see a problem, but I can come up with different ways of approaching it and approaching it and solving that problem. So it took me years to do this, but like I am to where my point where I'm right now, where like nothing bugs me. Like I've been
Mm,
told I'm emotional, but I'm actually not. It's just I know how to keep my emotions in check. Um, and then also with that, I started noticing that like with working out, it helps relieve stress. But not only that, is like body posture. So I feel more confident in myself, and with confidence comes self-esteem, which also goes into mental toughness. I'm able to feel better about myself and approach my job with any challenge and be able to pursue it at 100%. Even if I fail, be humble enough to take advice and then try it again. Because I'm always the first person, if I go through something and I don't feel like I did a good job, or somebody has some kind of critique about me, I'll be the first person to raise my hand and be like, hey, can I go through that again? I know it's about a 2 hour, lane, but can I please go through that again? I want to do better. And people always ask me like, why? It's like because my buddy who died, like I have something to prove. Like I want to be the best version of a leader that I can be to make him proud because he didn't get a chance to do it.
mm, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Kuya. Yes, everyone give lots of hearts and hugs to Kuya Park. Um, yeah, I think you said a lot of great things, Kuya. One, I'm sorry about, it's definitely not hard. It's definitely hard. I apologize. It's definitely hard losing someone that you've gotten to know, train, and go into service with. Thank you, everyone. Look at all the lovely hearts. Wait, I need to put a heart too. Hold on.
Yeah,
There.
I'm actually watching your stream while I'm speaking.
Everyone's great. Um, yeah, it's definitely not easy losing people, especially friends that you've known and talked to, and then all of a sudden they're not there. I'm sure that experience is one traumatizing, and I would never want anyone to have to undergo that experience or feeling. Um, but I think also just some of the things that you've said on how you overcame that is very admirable too. Just like the stuff that you say about like your posture, like the way I always see you like right now and in your streams, the way you carry yourself is like just as you said, someone who's very confident, very well spoken, and just like and anytime you like look at someone you never really know what they're going through. And obviously we all know that people who are in the military go through a lot of things, but at first glance, right, you do come off as that person who's always like sharing jokes and smiling and things like that. So it puts into perspective that you never really know like what people are going through. So thank you for sharing that, Kuya. And again, that's a not easy thing that you've had to experience for all these years. And before we go into the next question, just wanted to remind people, if you have questions for Kuya Park that you're a little bit shy at sharing, or you don't want to mention it in the chat, you're more than welcome to ask questions here. I mean, we all know most of the people in here, but if you don't want to say it out loud, feel free. You can put it in the chat. It's anonymous. I won't know who it's from, but it could be about the topic in general for depression, or it could be something in relation to anything Kuya Park has said in general. I actually had a question, Kuya, for you. So I know you said like after that experience of losing your friend, you were kind of out for a few days before going back into another mission. Does like the military account for that? Obviously, they should know that a lot of um, folks in the army or in any field goes through a lot of PTSD. Like, do they have like a therapist on site or something to like, I don't know.
Well, so Army standard is you don't go on a mission for uh, 3 days ish, and the chaplain will come. He's actually been through training for a therapist, so he'll talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much, I chose not to do that. I just told him that I was fine,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just sit in my bunk or I would go to the gym. Um, and like the most reason is they want to make sure when they put you back out that you're not gonna ignore the mission. You just see somebody that's a bad guy, and you're just gonna go after them. So you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
cause harm to yourself and to your team. So, like, yes, there's a chaplain, and usually, if I remember right, my chaplain was an infantry guy too, and then he went with the approach with God. So like he kind of understood where I was coming from and how I felt because he's been deployed many more times than I have.
Oops. Sorry, one second. Oh, sorry. Did you finish your thought? I thought you still had more. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Cosmic Misfit. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why. I never know when these are going on or not. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining our Motivational Monday. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of things in regards to like the military that I'm not familiar with, so that's cool to have that perspective. Um, oh, see, people know. Cool, you're so famous. Everyone knows you, or you know everyone. Hello, lovely people. Hello, Cosmic. How's your day going?
I do belong to a lot of communities, and that's what I mean by all of us together is one big family. So like I'm not shouting out my Discord, but like if anyone has problems or need mental toughness training or I'm in advice and stuff like that, like that's what I made my Discord for. Not try to get as many people as I can, but like my Discord is for you guys because you guys out of each community, um, you have no idea how much you guys are actually connected to each other to make one big family. Like there's so many of you guys that I know. It has to be at least over 500 of you guys that I personally have talked to and stuff. And like this Discord is for you. Like we can put the link or
Yes.
whatever if anyone does, and I can put in all the Discords again.
Yeah, no, that'd be helpful. Thank you, Park. Yeah. I don't have a personal Discord. It will happen at some point when I don't feel lazy. Um, but yes, Cleo Park has made a Discord for anyone who just wants to open up and talk. I know individual Discords have like a little bit of a space, but I know that sometimes it takes away from maybe the fun of that particular Discord. So if you want a safe space to kind of vent or you just want motivational stuff, Park has made one and we can put it eventually in or in the end, whichever you feel like, Kuya, or while I'm rambling, you could do it as well. Oh, sweet. Nikki put that as well, so we could pin that.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you, Nikki. You're the best. Yes, it's a good safe space for people to come together. Yes, and we all love Kuya Park. Just want to double check that. We don't have any questions, just in case. Again, if you have questions for Park, feel free. Don't be shy. We do not bite. Although I feel like sometimes people get intimidated whenever I do this, but hopefully they don't. Um, you bite? Okay, Chocho.
Okay, Chocho.
um, but yeah, Kuya, I mean, you touched on a lot of different things that kind of helped you overcome, your moments of, depression and loneliness. What is like the most helpful for you, or what's maybe even like your favorite method of kind of overcoming feelings of depression and loneliness?
Honestly, quiet time.
Mm.
So quiet time can be anywhere from you de-stress from your after your work. So you go home and you just sit in the quiet for like 15 minutes. Like I like to do is if I'm really really tired, I'll just lay on the floor for 15 to 20 minutes. Um, Another thing I do is self meditate. Um, I do my mobility drills. So like I'll do that completely quiet, and then after a certain amount of time, I'll turn on music, and I'll start working out. Another version of quiet time I like to do is actually go out to the woods.
Mm.
Sometimes I'll be by myself. Sometimes I'll be out there with maybe one or two friends who share the same passion as me. And if you have a passion, that means you have a drive. And if you have a drive, that means that you're doing something that you enjoy and you won't think about your depression, but it'll help you out emotionally and mentally, and you'll eventually will get better. But depression is different for everyone. Like for me, what I did helped me, so I don't have all the answers.
Mm.
With some people, it's just maybe they need to go talk to somebody. Maybe they need to be a little bit more social. I don't know. Unless I have long conversations with you, I can't tell you what you need. But you also have to remember, I'm not a registered doctor or something that can tell you exactly what your problems are.
Oops, sorry. Cosmic said, "Hope all of you are doing well, and if it isn't, hope this stream helps." Yes, hopefully, Cleo Park's wisdom, helps you get through the day, or the rest of the day. Because I know it's Monday evening for some folks, or if you're elsewhere, maybe it's a Tuesday morning. But yeah, yeah, no problem, Jojo. Thank you for lurking. Yeah. I'm the same way, Park, in a sense. I really enjoy my quiet time, and I'm not sure if it's because I'm an introvert, but I love those moments where I have time to myself, because I feel like when I'm overwhelmed or not feeling the best and there's too much going on around me, I kind of just want quiet. Like I need to get away from everyone in this room where I just kind of have my thoughts to myself. So even just being on like my bed and just like laying down watching people on Twitch or whichever, I just like need that space to kind of decompress and just be alone. But also like working out. I mean, I don't work out as often. I know I messaged you after I did the 5K that I was really sore, but it was really gloomy and raining when I did the 5K, and I was like, oh man, I can't do this. But after I finished it, I felt really good and I was proud. I was like, I could do a ton of other 5Ks in the future, or even maybe more than just 3 miles. There's something about, I mean, obviously it's the endorphins and the adrenaline of moving through your body and things like that. But there's something also just about just, I don't know, moving your body that just makes you feel good and just kind of forget about the temporary things that are bothering you that day. So yeah.
So, another really good thing that you're doing, I haven't started yet, but it's actually really good that you're doing it at your age. Is you have a bucket list of things that you want to do.
Mm.
So what it is you actually have a bucket list for new experiences that you want to just try out, and that's actually like another form of mental toughness. Safe zone, your comfort zone, to where you're taking life lessons, stuff that you learned, and you're coming back to your comfort zone, and you're actually growing stronger mentally and physically as a person. So, like, I applaud you for that. That's actually really good, and most people don't do that around your age. They don't. Honestly, I don't think most people do that until they reach about 40 or older.
It's because I'm going through a midlife crisis already, Koi. I'm only 27. I'm having a midlife crisis. I don't know what's happening. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've been. I mean, we briefly talked about it. Just like that sense of not having any sort of purpose, and I think that's why I get into ruts of like maybe not as huge of a depressive period as some folks, but of like just feeling really empty of like not doing anything. So yeah, me trying to kind of do like a bucket list of things of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna try this new thing, has been really helpful. So I don't know if you has done something similar, or if that's something you're doing now. No, that's okay. Again, I am old at heart, so
Okay. And then I'm young at heart.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm old at heart, you're young at heart, so we balance each other out, Cleo. um, I have actually I mean, you brought this up with me doing the bucket list, but I had this on here as kind of more of just like a kind of like positive outlook, right? You kind of shared like a bit of your struggles. You kind of shared like how you kind of overcame, different aspects of your life and the challenges from that. But just to kind of end on like maybe a more hopeful side of things, I have 3 kind of sub questions. The first one is, if you were able to try anything that you've never done before, what would that be?
Huh.
It could be super simple, or it could just be like, I don't know, something really big.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind trying to climb a mountain just to see if I'm physically in shape to do that.
Ooh. Like any mountain, or is there like a specific mountain?
They got a lot of good mountains up here in Washington State,
Uh
so
huh.
maybe Rainier and then some of the other mountains. Because like I've been up to certain parts, but that was rucking, and they made us do that with like I think it was 45 pounds on my back.
Oh, so you would still want to climb with 45 pounds on your back, or just go up the mountain?
No, no, wait, just straight up mountain climbing.
Okay. I know nothing about mountain climbing. The last thing I've seen about mountain climbing was a guy from Physical 100 on Netflix who was a mountain climber. So I don't know if that involves just walking on a path, or you actually have to like use your arms to climb things and
Actually,
rope.
using my arms.
Oh my gosh, I will not join you. But if you
Oh,
do
come on.
that, if that's the case, Kuya, you'll have to harness me and like pull me up, and then pray to God that I land somewhere safe. That's super cool. I know people are into like bouldering and rock climbing lately, but I think that would just be the extent of me trying it. So I will catch you both. Thanks, scissors.
Okay, so
I can't with heights. I can't either. I don't have the mental to get over heights. I don't know. Have you done skydiving, Kuya?
no, I actually used to be scared of heights, and I got over it because the Great Army has made me go up so many mountains that, and like other things that I got over it. Like I still have that sense of fear, but it's to the point where I can control it now and be like, okay, I have to do this. So
Oh. I guess if you, yeah, I know exposure is like one thing. Like the more that you get accustomed to just being exposed to like heights or whatever your fear is, like you're supposed to eventually get over it because it's just like you're used to it at that point. So I guess I just need to be in tall places more often. Me and you, Cosmic, will go into the highest mountain or tallest building, and we'll get over our fear of heights. Okay. Awesome. If there's anyone else that wants to share something they've always wanted to try, feel free. It doesn't have to be just me and Kuya Park talking. If there's something you want to try, feel free to share out. Bungee jumping? I think I heard bungee jumping hurts. I don't know if you've.
probably when you hit the bottom and you bounce back up is what I'm thinking. But I've never skydived, I never bungee jumped, but like I'm what they call a straight leg infantryman, so I'm not airborne, I'm not air assault or anything else. I'm okay with being on the ground and walking for miles.
Uh
I have
huh.
no problem with it. But one day, I guess I'll try skydiving and bungee jumping.
Oh, I've only done like I've done a fake skydiving. I haven't done like a real sky. Like you're literally in like a tube with a ton of air and a big fan. So it's
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
it's fake. I went on Six Flags family rides and I was still scared, felt embarrassed because the kids on the rides were chill. That's okay, Cosmic. No one needs to know.
It's okay, Cosmic. Head pat.
Yeah, head pats for Cosmic. I've been there too. Awesome. The second one that I have is for Kuya Kuya Park. What is one thing that you are thankful for?
Waking up every morning, seeing the sun, and still breathing. Honestly,
Oh, say that again. Sorry, I missed that.
waking up every single day, seeing the sun, and still breathing.
Mm, yes. I I don't think I think that enough every day. I think what one thing I'm trying to do more each day is showing gratitude for different parts of my day. You know, maybe it's like a person or an event that happened, but I don't think about like the fact that I'm just alive and that I woke up today is like a thing to be thankful for. So that's huge.
It's always it's always the small stuff that you should be thankful for,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the small stuff that most people don't recognize or acknowledge. It's always the big things like getting an award, a job position, a promotion, that people are like, oh, hey, let's celebrate. But they miss the small things in life that could actually be um, go towards your happiness.
Mm. And Ivan said, can't really talk since my throat is still sore from all the alcohol. That's okay. It was a story about my journey through the pandemic. Okay. And I sent it through the forums. Okay. Ivan, if are you okay with me reading out loud? Whatever you're comfortable with, or I can keep it anonymous if it's just for me to read, whatever you're comfortable with. So yeah, okay. So you're comfortable? Okay. So Ivan sent a little story through the form. So thank you, Ivan, for sharing out. It's a bit of a paragraph, so I didn't do a quick scan, but again, for those of you who are hopping in or you just tuned back in, if it has a potential trigger warning or things like that, just FYI. Okay? So it says, hello, many people know me as Ivan. I just want to share my own story on about how I was clinically diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety disorder, and body dysmorphic disorder. It started during pandemic, where mostly everyone's mental health declined rapidly, because with most people dying due to COVID, students like me having the sudden change in how life works, especially that education went online entirely. I was scared for my own life, especially because my Lola passed away shortly after the pandemic started. I'm sorry to hear that, Ivan. I know lots of people kind of lost a lot of people during COVID and because of COVID specifically. It became as if we're all stuck in a box, being contained, which made it harder for me to cope with my mental health. As the pandemic progresses, doctor and medical staff trying their best to help control the situation. This pandemic was also the reason I became self-conscious with my body image. It felt like strangers, friends, and family were talking behind my back due to me being big and fat. With that, I felt like my body was a big burden for me to feel loved and to be loved. I tried my best to ignore that mindset and to try to stay positive while being on therapy. I tried my best truly, and finally everything felt as if the universe was on my side. While the world was healing from the whole COVID situation, tragedy struck on my behalf. I lost one of my friends due to suicide, which affected my healing process. I recently dreamed about him visiting me, telling me that he's lonely, and asking me if I could join him. I'm very sad that I didn't have the chance to answer and to talk to him in that dream. I'm still on the verge of healing. I know I didn't lose him, but instead I gained an angel to look over me. With that said, I have a question. What helps you during your healing process, and is healing necessary? And thank you for reading my story. That was a lot, Ivan, and very deep, and I appreciate you being vulnerable and allowing all of us here to listen to your story and just being able to just kind of absorb all of that. So I'm sorry for everything that you've been through. And again, anyone who's just lost a friend or a loved one in real life, it's something that I haven't gone through personally, and I am scared for when that day comes. But for those of you who have experienced that, I'm sure it's very, very tough. And I think, Kuya, you can kind of speak on that question that that Ivan was asking. I can repeat it if you would like.
Yes.
Yeah, so Ivan lost a friend to suicide. And they are asking kind of what helps you during your healing process. I know you touched upon it a bit, and is like the healing really necessary?
So pretty much you have to always keep them in your thoughts, right? So if you forget about them, it's pretty much like denying that they even existed. But you also have to understand that you have to go on with your life. So like for me, I wear a bracelet with my friend's name and the date that he dies, and it was actually not that long ago, April 12th. And I just live my life to the best that I can to make him happy. I reach out to his family every once in a while. I reach out to my other friends that's in the military. and like you just have to keep yourself occupied. Like you have to find something that will occupy your that lonely spot that makes you want to miss him, because it's okay to miss him, but to get to the point where it takes over your life is what happens with most people where they stay depressed.
And I've only known a person who has lost a friend through suicide, and I won't say who this person is because they might be here. And again, I only have the perspective of witnessing someone who experienced loss, but never personally. And how I've watched this individual grieve and mourn during that time. It took a few weeks for him to kind of recover. But in the process of that, kind of as Kuya Park said, his friend that he lost was someone who was into fitness and into health, and this individual who experienced the loss, he didn't really, he was kind of working out but never took it seriously. But because of the loss of this person, he used that as motivation to keep going, to prioritize his health both physically and mentally, to kind of get through, so that in memory of that person, and as like a reminder to just always take care of himself. So again, everyone, as Kuya Park says, like, depression and the way you cope with depression is going to come in various forms in different ways, right? And the healing process, it just takes a really long time. There's some folks who can heal and get over certain things in a short period of time, and there's others who might take years to experience that healing, right? So never feel like if you're doing all the things that Kuya Park said, like, oh, but I am hanging out with friends, I am working out, I am doing all these things, why am I still unhappy? Why am I still sad, right? If that feeling in your heart of still mourning or grieving for whatever is the root of your depression, right? Just know that it's going to take some time, right? And again, we're not therapists, we're not counselors or professionals who are going to tell you like what is the right thing that you should do specifically, right? But we are just here as like a little bit of a space to just kind of talk casually as friends and as community, to just provide support in whatever shape or form. Okay. Thank you again, Ivan, for sharing that. If there's other folks who would like to share their story, you are more than welcome to. It doesn't have to be super, super long. It could be really short. It could just be general questions. I'll put the form in here one more time. And then Kuya, to kind of segue to my last kind of more motivational, thoughtful question. Last one I just have is a simple one. What makes you happy?
My health, my guns, nature, the friends and the communities I've been in, seeing all the streamers be happy with streaming, seeing all the community members happy and joyful whenever I talk to them. A lot of times I just sit there and I lurk. I might not talk a lot, but like I can come into any chat, and there's a lot of times where people will see me, even if I'm just looking, and they're like, "Oh, Kuya Park," and it's like I'm easily recognized, even with my old Twitch name. I'm easily recognized across a whole lot of other streamers that you guys don't even know about if I ever decide to go back there, and like I'm really appreciative about that.
Yeah, no, we loved having you, Kuya Park. It's always like really fun seeing you in chat. Ivan says, I appreciate you reading my story at the Miso, and Tita Park, thank you for the advice. I appreciate it. We love you, Ivan. Thank you again for sharing. So we're always here to support you. I think it disappeared. If someone can put that little Discord again, I think it unpinned. I should have put it for a longer timer. But yes, I don't have an individual Discord, but again, if people would like to join and talk in... Oh shit. scared
Oh,
me.
you just got raided.
Spikean, hello. Hi, Chanri. Oh my god. I keep getting... Hi, Chanri. How's it going? And Spikean, thank you for the raid. I hope we're not interrupting. No, you're fine. Every time the raid song always scares the heck out of me. We're actually near the end of our motivational thing in just a second. How was your stream? How was your stream, Spikean? How's it going? Wait, I was technically in your stream. I should be... can't copy. There you go. You lost your games. Oh no. There you go. I rated myself. You threw his games. Rating W streamer. That's okay. That just means the games that you've lost, you're gonna get all the W's tomorrow. And then Chanri, you'll just have to get better. That's okay. I'm kidding. I was also lurking in your stream. Oof.
Hey, Spy, I'll send you a follow.
God damn. Oh, Chanri, I did my my 5K yesterday. But yes, welcome Raiders. For those of you who are hopping in, welcome. I am Miso Soup. You can call me Miso. A lot of people also call me Jess. You're more than welcome to choose whatever name is what you're most comfortable with. But we are talking about Miso Motivational. I do this every Monday. We just kind of talk about a mental health topic. Sometimes I have a guest, sometimes it's just myself. Today we have a guest though. We have Kuya Park Eel. Please give him a follow. I think we shouted him out earlier, but if you would like to follow him, he also does his occasional mental health topics as well. So kindly follow him when you are free. Cammy, hello. Not Jessie, because it reminds you of the cowgirl. Thank you, Cammy. I'm glad that you read my message because I really do not like the name Jessie. Just beating me to it. Sorry, sis. I should really let go of the keyboard. I get so like, oh, I gotta like do things really quick. Okay, I'm here. My hands are here. I'm not gonna touch it. Hi, Cammy. Welcome. How are you? Yes, I really hate being called Jessie. Fun fact. But yes, welcome in. We were talking about a deep talk of depression. Kuya Park was kind of sharing his story, just to kind of recap everything. And he kind of talked. Hi, Addie. Welcome. Spikean will hit me if I don't raid. Hey, yo, Spikean, that's... Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to my love? I would not... Okay. I got my eye on you now. I shall call you Miso. Yes, please call me whatever you'd like. Miso, Jess. Oh, yes. Everyone please get some soup from the menu. We also have a secret menu, but it has Scissor's special soup, so that's kind of hands off. But we have some soup in here. Spykant, Addie, Cammy, and Chanri, please feel free to get some soup. Oh, Chanri, you're asking how was the 5K? It was really good. I am exhausted. My legs are really sore, so I'm smiling through the pain right now. But I was telling people in the beginning of the stream that I ran for a whole mile straight for the first time, which was really awesome. I'm really proud of that. But at the very, very end, there was a giant hill that I had to go over, and it was rough because I was really running up that hill, and before when I saw it, I was like, fuck this shit. And a grown man with like big like really intense tattoos looked at me. He's like, I thought the same thing. And I was like, I'm glad I'm not the only one. So, but we made it. So it was really fun. So hopefully I can do that more. If you touch my secret soup, you'll be in the shadow realm for 5 seconds. There you go, Scissors. I remember that message because I like to take note of what others likes, dislikes, at least for the people I care about. Cammy. Big hugs for Cammy. Sheesh, 5K though. Thanks for the lurk, Gaddy. Are you streaming later? Like, are you streaming right now? You want secret soup? If you do ! secret menu, you can find the secret menu. Scissors just did that. And then big hugs to Addie, and I forgot who I was going to hug. I was going to hug someone. Oh, I was going to hug Cammy. Not quite yet. You're going to eat first. Okay, go eat your dinner. Thank you for stopping in. But yeah, there's some secret menu stuff over there. Oh my gosh, Cosmic just took Scissors' soup. But yeah, thank you again, Spikant, for rating. Yeah, just again to recap everything. Kuya Park, he does active duty in the military, so he was just kind of sharing his experiences on that, how mental health has affected him throughout his life and just how he overcame everything. So we kind of ended on a positive note. What are just some things that, one, make you happy? What are some things that you do to kind of get you out of those different slumps? And then, what's something you always wanted to do? And to kind of motivate you to try new things and just to kind of explore. I guess, Kuya, since there's some new folks that are in here, if you were to leave like a parting message, or just if there's anyone in here who's just been feeling a little down and depressed, what is something that you would like to say to anyone here?
Never be afraid to admit to your mistakes. Those are lessons in life that will improve you and make you a better person.
Yes. Yeah, share the wise words. There you go. Sorry, I don't have a commands thing yet, Scissors. I'm a noob streamer. I will have something eventually. I don't think my mods can. I don't know how mods can change my commands either. Sorry.
Oh, you gotta put them on the Twitch or Elements Labs. Make them an actual editor so they can do that stuff.
Oh. Okay. I will do that. Stream Elements. Okay. I will do that at some point. I guess my advice for anyone who is been feeling a little down in the dumps, or having whatever version or level of depression, or loneliness, or anything, whatever you're feeling at the moment is, just know that it will take some time. But even if you feel like there's no one with you right now, I think I mentioned this in a few streams ago, but I like saying it again because my mom always says it to me. But if you can at least count someone on the palm of your hand, that is more than enough, right? So if you feel like there's no one in your life who's there to support you, then if you can at least have one person, even just your thumb, that's already way more than a lot of other people. And if you're like, damn, I don't have anyone on the palm of my hand, you have me and you have Kuya Park, so you got two. Right, Kuya? Yeah, you got two. There you go. So put me two, then you got three, because Spycant cares about you too. So everyone in here, you got three. Anyone also want to be on a hand? We'll put... You got me, you got Kuya Park, you got Spycan. So if you have no friends and you feel like no one loves you, you got three. Now we got four. Cammy will add you. You got five. See? There. You already have a full hand of people who love you. So if no one has told you that today, we love you. We appreciate you. Sisters is a designated superhero, confirmed.
Yes,
so I will bring you hope and love. I think one thing that you said, Kuya Park, that kind of reminded me why I like doing these Monday streams is kind of like how you talked on how we have all these different communities of people like especially some of the people that I've seen now. Spike and Chenry, I know I met all of you just recently. Through Addie, you all have your little community. Gabe has his own community of people. Park, you have your community of people. So it's really cool seeing all of these different communities mix. Cami, I met through a different community as well. And everyone that I have met so far has been absolutely awesome and lovely. But I've also met these really awesome people who I've noticed are just also really sad and lonely as well. So doing this has just been really nice to just kind of start the week on a positive note. That's kind of the whole purpose of these Miso Motivational Mondays. But to just kind of make these lovely people that I've met also have a smile on their face, because I know not everyone is very fortunate enough to have people IRL, but it's kind of cool that things like this can bring people virtually together. So drink water. Yes, I need water. I am so thirsty, Kuya. Frick, I don't have water. You know what's so funny, Kuya? I didn't put away the soju bottle. Oh, fuck. All those... Oh.
So if you've been noticing that I've been drinking a lot, it's because I take creatine. So with creatine, I only drink usually half a gallon of water, but with creatine I have to take up to a gallon, maybe a gallon and a fourth of water each day, and that's so I can be at high performance.
Yeah, I need water. Listen, Nakuya, drink your water. I got a gallon of water and I still haven't finished the whole thing, but I have this plastic water bottle, so thanks for the reminder. You're doing God's work, Miso. Aw, thank you, Spike Can't. I tried. Oh my lord, and my whole room is just being exposed too, for the love of God. Kuya, this it's going downhill. Okay. Oh my lord. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to this for dear life. Stretch. I'm stretching. my screen is... Don't want... We're fine. We're good. We're good. I don't know what's happening. This whole thing's breaking. Okay. Not the laundry being exposed on my bed. Alright.
Uh-oh.
We're good. We're good. There's nothing here. I met Miso on another stream at first, but first bonded in Gabe's stream, I think. Aw. Either way, Cammy, I'm very thankful I've met you, so... But thank you. I hope... Really real streamer moment? I could never. This is top streamer qualities, showing what is behind the fake background. So... Oh, and actually let me check if anyone else has put anything on the thing. Ooh. Oh, Kuya, you know what? We got another question from the forum, actually. So
Okay.
And before I forget, I know I kind of mentioned before, but if you are kind of just joining us, feel free. You are more than welcome to ask a question. We have a little form. We're fancy here. If you want to ask an anonymous question that you might not be comfortable sharing with everyone, feel free. You can type something out here, or you can just put it in the chat. We're all friends here. I know, fancy. We're fancy here. That's why I try to just fancy. As in, this is like what I work for work today. Rolling in adobo and pancit. Yeah. So feel free. You could ask. It could be a question specifically to Kuya Park. It could be something to both me and him, whichever you'd like. Ooh. Okay. So, Kuya, this question says, if your partner tells you they are depressed but won't get into detail about it and distances themselves away from you, how do you support them even if they're unresponsive? That's a great question, and that's also a very difficult thing to experience as well. So you can take it away first, Kuya, or I can go first, whichever.
Give them their space, but make sure you check on them so they don't do anything stupid. Show them little gratitudes that you still love them. So like bring them food, bring them water, ask them how their day is, because no matter what, they're going to respond to you either way. But if you give them a little bit of space so they can organize their thoughts first, that should be helpful enough to where you guys can start communicating, or you can see if they actually have bigger problems where they might have to seek actual help.
I agree with that 100%. And I'll take this further. It doesn't even have to be your partner. This could be your very own friends that you have in your life. Because I've seen it both ways with a partner as well as within my own friends. You will have really great happy times and then hang out with them and it'll be all great. And then all of a sudden they kind of just disappear, right? And you kind of sense that something is wrong because you're used to their behavior, their talking patterns, and things like that. But if they're in a place where you know they're going through a hard time and they kind of give a little bit of pushback, they kind of want to be alone. As Kuya Park says, please make sure you check on them, even if they're just really small things like, hey, do you want to get food? If they're not unresponsive, even just sending a text message like, hey, I'm thinking about you, if you're doing okay, or things like that. It goes a long way, especially as someone who's felt loneliness. Whenever I get those like individual text messages, even if I'm like, hey, I don't want to hang out or talk to someone right now, just seeing the text messages on my phone is really helpful because it makes me think like, okay, someone still is thinking about me and they care about me. I just don't have the mental capacity to be surrounded by people at the moment, you know?
Yes.
Really good advice. I'll keep it in hand in the future if I do need it. That's great, Cami. I'm glad. I'm not a couples therapist, but I do try giving advice. Yeah. All these questions in here, feel free. If you resonate with something and you agree with Kuya Park and I, feel free to say yes. Or Cosmic, if you have advice for that person as well. Again, we're not therapists. We're not here to tell you what you should do. If there's something that you would do instead, or if there's something else that Park and I have not said, feel free. You can also share that as well. So Cosmic, if you have something you want to share, or Spycant, Cammy, anyone in here who's still lurking or chilling in here, feel free. I would love to know your thoughts. I think it's cool that we have kind of different perspectives of age groups. Again, nothing wrong with age, but I think different age groups have different experiences and different like aspects of wisdom, you know, right? Kuya Park is in his own generation. I am. A lot of people are in their younger 20s or even teens. I know. It's rough out here, Kuya. It's fine. So I can't complain, but you know. So it's cool because I think the cool thing about communities like this is that we are able to learn from different people who are different than us, but also we all have like similarities at the same time. So
Yeah,
it's fun.
I agree. So, like, if you guys don't know about me, I'll go back through my introduction. I'm U.S. Army. I've been in for 19 years, active duty, and I retire in 26 months. I'm 37. I'll be 38 later this year. So I'm in a completely different age group than all you guys. But I've been through enough that I can give some kind of perceptive if you guys need some advice and everything. And I enjoy actually giving advice, just like my new hobby with my small business. I like teaching people, teaching the new generation for my business how to shoot guns properly and how to do things that I do in the military. And I'm going to be honest, I've been losing a lot of money because I'll pretty much get a class and I'm like, who's the new shooter? And all these hands will go up and I'm like, all right, here's your money back. Just give me $20 for gas money each person instead of paying, the full price. And I'll teach you how to do that. I'll teach you how to be responsible. Just remember, like, this is my way of giving back to the community. It's the same as on Discord and stream. I give back to the community all the time. Like the other night, Miso had a girls' night, and I was just throwing out bits to her and all the other girls that were streaming.
But you didn't have to.
Yeah. So they're all my bootzos, and pretty much I've been told that I'm like the uncle or the Tito of the community. So I have an old saying. I'm part of Tito Squad. It's me and two other people. If you're within my age group or higher, you can be part of the Tito Squad. But like, we're here to help you guys out.
Oh, but I still call you Kuya Park. I'll still keep calling you Kuya. So, Obstruction, thank you so much for being here. Agreed, lurking and listening to this is such a big refresher. Oh, I appreciate that. And if you are lurking and you haven't said hi, I just appreciate y'all for being here. I've been enjoying doing these every Monday. So I think all of us usually hate Mondays. I don't like Mondays, but I usually like ending my Mondays with these talks. This has been really fun. And we got some good guests coming in every week. So if this is something you're interested and you would like to join in for a talk one day, hit me up.
I love Mondays. So the way my mindset also, and this might help a lot of you guys. So a lot of people drag on Mondays, but if you think about it, how you approach the day and how you go through the day is how it's going to be. So if you think that you're going to hate Mondays, you're going to hate Mondays. If you go through the day and you think positive, even if you have a bad experience or something happens, you won't mind Mondays or whatever day it is as much as you used to.
Trying to look through. I love the new perspective because I would have left them alone, but the little things do help in the biggest ways. Yes, definitely do agree with what Park said in terms of giving space. I know some people aren't good with expressing their feelings out loud, and I recommend writing them down. Yes.
Yes.
There are a lot of different modes for people to express their thoughts. I'm personally not someone who likes to journal, but if that is something that's helpful for you, definitely use that. I know music is a good source of relief for some folks, so whatever method gives you peace or helps you clear your head, do that as well. Spycan says, I don't know if y'all mentioned before, but also important to not be saying you should try doing this, you should do this and that, because most time people are doing it, they're just having it hard. I agree with the giving people space, checking on them. Yes, I agree 100%. Yeah, I think in general when I'll backtrack a little bit. Most of the times when people are opening up to you, for the most part, unless they are asking for specific advice, they usually just want someone to listen and to just be there to empathize, right? They're not telling like, oh, you should go outside and, enjoy the fresh air. Like you should stop being sad, right? Give them, empathize with them, listen to them. As Spycan said, people are trying, but it takes some time, and they just need someone to just be patient with them. So if your partner or friend is going through something tough, right, don't give up on them. I know if it's someone you love and someone you're very close to and they're kind of pushing you away, it might be difficult, but don't give up on them. It's the people in my life who continued to stay with me while I was feeling depressed, were very, very, very patient with me. Even when I was feeling agitated or sad, or even like pushy, they always came back at the end. So, Cosmic said, I know some men do have a hard time expressing their feelings, and that usually hurts their girlfriend's feelings. Okay, you want to talk a little bit more on that? So, yeah, never mind. He just said it.
So in society, and this is a completely different subject, so I'll just touch on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But society is so messed up that it tells you how you're supposed to be dressed, makeup, beauty standards. So society in this case is telling people man has to be masculine. They can't express their feelings. And that's why you see a lot of guys just be quiet and they just keep everything inside. I've learned, I think it was 31, 32 years old, to express my feelings, but not to be considered emotional. It was more of I would just speak what's on my mind. And because of that, that has actually taught me to open up more. And in a way, I was able to, what's that word? Process more information to help me be more emotionally stable when I had a problem. I hope that helped you, Cosmic.
Yeah, these are all great. Again, thank you for everyone so far who has kind of just shared their thoughts on everything. Again, Park and I are just sharing our own personal experiences. This is not meant to, give what you should do. Same with the people who are mentioning things in the chat. Maybe some of the tools or things that Park has mentioned, or maybe I have mentioned, may be helpful. But again, it's not one size fits all. There's a lot of different things that folks can be doing to kind of help get through anything that you're going through right now. Just be patient with them and do express how you feel without being rude to your partner. / don't invalidate their feelings. Yes.
That goes both ways. So you guys got to understand, and this is not me trying to be sexist or anything like that, but like, females are very gentle creatures, and man, if you look at it like this point of view, we're like a brick wall. So you can throw whatever you want at us, but we will stay quiet until we get to the point where we just burst out and then become violent, right? So with what he said, Cosmic said, you gotta understand it goes both ways. If you want your boyfriend, your husband to be more open, you gotta do little things to get him to open up without actually pushing him. To where females, it's more of they will open up, but you can't just be that person, you have to actually be an active listener to build your relationship. And that can go with a friend, let it be a guy or a girl. There's a lot of times where a lot of my friends, I know they're not going to open up with me, so what I do instead is I know if somebody's having a problem, I'm like, hey dude, let's go for a beer. I'll pay for the first couple rounds. Let's just go. Let's hang out. Let's get out of this situation. If you want to talk, let's talk. And we'll just sit there and we'll be there for a couple hours. And then finally they just open up. And even if they just open up just a little bit, that's enough that they know that if they have an actual problem, they can come up to you at any time. Let it be at midnight. Just text you. And I've had this happen a lot where people would text me at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning and they just want to talk.
Yeah, and I think if I guess it also depends on your upbringing and kind of how society has formed you, right? If you are a male and you still think like, okay, someone throws you at a brick and you cry, that is a-okay, right? And I don't think there's any right or wrong. And there might be females who were raised to be brought up like a brick wall where they kind of just take the punches and they don't express anything, right? So whichever side you're on, right, both are always valid, right? But I agree with Cosmic that no matter which side you're on, in terms of like your partnership, always be there to listen to your partner, even if you may not understand what they're going through specifically. They just want someone to be there to empathize and to just show them support. So I agree 100%. So thank you for that. Let me just double check that we don't have... Oh, okay. So we have actually a follow-up to the partner thing. And thank you for the person sharing this, because again, you totally don't have to, but I appreciate you sharing. So the follow-up for this person said, what if they haven't responded for 2 weeks, but they're posting on their social media and such? What are they posting specifically? Would be my follow-up question to you. And I apologize if you need the form again, because I don't remember when you posted that. I am so sorry. If you are still here and that is your question, what is your partner posting specifically? Are they posting like happy smiling pictures? Are they posting kind of like sad quotes? Are they posting anything that's kind of expressing concern? Do you have any follow-up questions to their question, Kuya?
So most of the time, if people have pushed people away and they're sad, they want to show everyone else that they're happy and there's nothing to worry about, but they're always also trying to get a little bit of attention. What's up, Yama?
Hi, Yama. Welcome.
So like, those are the type of things that like you should still pay attention. And if it's been 2 weeks since they actually talked to you, like that's kind of hard. Like you should still try to get in contact with them. If you can run into them, like literally, where they'll schedule, where they work or not work, because that's stalking. But like, let's say they go to the grocery store and you accidentally run into them. Oh, hey, how you been? I see on your socials you've been looking pretty happy. Has something new come up? Just open up, and if they respond, they respond. If they don't, try it again. Like, maybe text them like, hey, it's been a while since I've talked to you. I'm just trying to catch up, see how you're doing. And eventually they will try to reach out to you.
Um,
No, you're not looking good.
Spike Ant, so you missed the question. So the person who is asking actually had the follow up question to my follow up question. So, oh, we have all these great questions. Thank you all for using the form. So the question they asked Spike Ant was, this is the same person who had the question about the partner and Cosmic too, or anyone else who helped chip in. They asked, what if they haven't responded for 2 weeks, but they're posting on their social media and such? I asked, what are they posting specifically? And they are third wheeling with friends and just expressing about their loneliness. So to put in
So
perspective, you have a partner that you know is going through a rough time. You're reaching out to them and doing all these things, and they haven't talked to you in 2 weeks, yet they are still posting on social media that they're feeling lonely while they're hanging out with friends. Ooh, this was a tough one.
it sounds like to me that they want a little bit of attention, but in a way that they want everybody to know that they're going through something, but they're still trying to go out. And like I was saying about the whole fake smile, like, not exactly a fake smile, but they're trying to get to the point where they're trying to get your attention and everyone else's attention, so more people will reach out to them, is what it sounds like. Oh,
Yeah.
and I have the worst dating advice ever, so just letting you know.
You're totally fine. Any thoughts on that for anyone in the peanut gallery? That's tough. If that was my partner, I know me as a partner, I would feel really bad because you think that I'm trying to reach out, I'm trying to do all these things for them. But if they're hanging out with friends and still saying that they're lonely, you feel like, why am I not enough? Why am I not being able to fix that loneliness that you're feeling? And it's hard to explain. And I think this is kind of touching on like relationships and friendships. But if this is you, don't feel like you should be the reason that they're not feeling lonely. I mentioned in my talk last week and 2 weeks ago that I'm in a relationship right now for 6 years. And people think just because I know, wow. People think that, like, wow, Miso is in a relationship for 6 years. No way this girl can be lonely. There's no way, right? But being in a relationship for 6 years, there are so many moments where I felt lonely, even though I had a partner, right? And it's the same thing for folks who have big groups of friends. You might have all the friends in the world, but you could still feel freaking lonely, right? So if your partner is experiencing that, please don't think that is your fault specifically. I know it's really tough and that you might still feel very helpless and kind of maybe even upset, whatever feeling you may be feeling, like, why am I not enough for my partner? That's okay, because you shouldn't be the one fixing their loneliness, and you should not be the solution to what they're feeling. Hi Tammy, how's it going? How are you? Thank you for stopping in. What's up? Oh, okay, thanks. Yes. So again, I'm sorry if you're feeling that. I don't know maybe the specific reason why your partner is doing that, and I don't want to really. Yes, I agree with Spycant. There's way too many variables in this situation, and I don't want to guess or predict what could be happening to your partner, right? What I will say in general, as with everyone else said, don't give up on them. Still reach out. If they're still not being responsive and they just need some space, allow that space, and then hopefully when they are ready, they will get back to you in terms of like being able to open up and things like that. So give them some time. I know 2 weeks might sound like a long time, but if there are moments where you're able to see them, whether it's school, at a public place, or things like that, maybe you can check on them during that time. But again, please don't feel like you are the problem or that you should be the reason they're not lonely. There might be other aspects in their life causing them loneliness, but just because you have a partner or just because you have a friend or a family, it doesn't mean you can't be lonely. Yes, I am sorry for whoever who is experiencing that right now, but I appreciate you so much for asking those questions and for being able to just share that with us. So, Tammy, you are good. I am glad. What time is it for you, Cami? Isn't it morning, I believe, right? And we have another question here. Artsy. Oh my goodness. They got everyone here. 10:24 a.m. Good morning. How's your morning going? Oh my god, I cannot type. Jesus. Artsy. Best mod, best girl. Artsy. Welcome everyone. We're just having some deep chats. Some people are asking questions. If you would like to join in, we still got like 25 minutes to chill in here. So if you have a question, feel free. Can I be the 13th best mod? Share scissors. You could be whichever number you'd like.
Hey, scissors, you're my number one.
You just finished some art. What were you drawing? Hello, hello.
Ooh.
13 it is, alright. We have another person who asked a question in our forum. The question we have here is it okay to cut off a toxic friend without properly talking things out and giving closure? Spycant gave a big yes. Oh, wait, did you change your mind?
Yes, but you should always try to talk to see what exactly is the problem. But that goes into another talk that I talk to on my streams when I used to stream, is pushing toxic people and anything that's negative out of your life so you can be more mentally well balanced. So it depends. Oh, the question is it okay to push out a toxic friend without talking it out? So in my opinion, I would say try to find out exactly what happened and talk to them about why this got brought up. If it eventually would never be fixed, then tell them like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, but you're a friend, but I have to push you out of my life because I can't take this negativity.
I don't know who wrote this question specifically. Excuse me. But I've heard this question in some form or another. If it was the first part, like Spycan said, absolutely yes. Get rid of toxic people from your life because it's just hard, right? If that person is not benefiting your life in any way and they're giving you more stress, then yes, absolutely cut them off. In terms of talking things out and giving closure, sometimes it depends, kind of like what everyone's saying here. What did everyone say? How is the friend toxic? Did they give details? They did not. For the person who did share that question, if you are still here and would like to talk more specifically about what they did, you are more than welcome to include that. If not, A-okay, that's totally fine. I actually had a friend who was experiencing this. They no longer talk, but I think the second person is not really giving them the time of day anymore to allow a conversation to happen. And I think they kind of already talked things out, but it wasn't in the way they wanted to. Like, it wasn't like a satisfying closure. Like, if you're thinking about like you're breaking up with someone and you're having that final talk before you part ways, right? Sometimes the closure is not as satisfying as you would like it to be. So, they already had that talk, but it just wasn't a satisfying ending to their no longer friendship. So they were debating whether to talk it out again before they ended the friendship. But at that point, they've already talked so much leading up to that point where it wasn't really beneficial for them to really talk things out anymore. So it depends. But kind of like what Kuya Park was saying, if it's maybe a person who, you know, they did something but you never talked it out initially, sometimes it doesn't hurt. But again, as with everything, don't feel like you have to talk to that person right away. But I would caution you to just not break the friendship right away. Maybe need space from that person, right? But then when you feel like emotionally ready, then maybe, confront them regarding to like what your thoughts are or how you've been feeling. So I think at that point, if you already said your piece, but they are still toxic, then it is okay to cut them out in your life slowly, if anything. Yeah, I agree. If this is a person where you're not going to see them a lot of the time in your life and they're draining you mentally and it's not a good, healthy relationship, then yes, I agree, Spike Ant. Spike Ant, you should have your own mental health stream. You got some good stuff. While you play Valorant. Valorant mental health stream.
Yes.
Like, as much as we want to help people, we gotta take care of yourself. Preach! There you go.
Self-love. Self-love always comes first before loving others.
I want to you and Nikki inspire me. Aw. No. I just like being here. I just like making people happy. So, if anything, if Nikki's still here, she inspired me to do all this. So I'm just a person here. You make me happy, Addie. You make me happy. I have not been awake for more than 15 minutes. Good morning, Yama. You give some nice advice. Oh.
I've been through a lot, Spy. So like, I've been doing streams and through my Discord and other people's Discords. I've been doing like daily quotes, my perspective of mental toughness, and some other things. And I've been trying to help out people one-on-one. So like, my DMs on Discord is constantly blown up, and I can't always get to them. But when I do, like, I always try to sit with them and spend as much time as I can to give advice. And if they take it, they take it. If they just disregard and just keep going on the same track, that's fine. As long as they keep talking to me though, and I'm like the first choice, second choice, third choice that they talk to, I'm okay with that.
Yes, Queer Park does give good advice. Park said he got people slide in his DMs. Look at you, Kuya.
Oh, wow. I did not mean it like this.
Okay, well, but so actually, the person who asked the question about their toxic friend, they actually provided a follow-up. So if you were interested on what this friend did, I know Tammy, you were, as well as Cosmic and Spikehant. So follow up on ending toxic friendships without closure. That ex-friend never takes my opinion into consideration, and it's always their decision that's final. Ooh. When I bring it up, they just brush it aside like it's no big deal, and I'm just tired of it. That's frustrating.
Okay. So I've dealt with people like this, and this is not the right answer, but usually what I do is when I give an opinion, I kind of do it in a way where it's kind of like a whisper in their ear, so they think it's their actual thought and that they came up with it, and then we get along. Yes, I don't get credit for a lot of stuff for doing that, but like it's something that I have to deal with at work. um, a bunch of among a bunch of really high ego, soldiers. So me being the youngest out of all of them, sometimes they don't want to listen to me, and I look at things from a different perception than them. In this person's case, if they're not going to take your opinion, my best advice is to separate yourself for a while. You don't have to just kick them out of your life, but you can separate yourself from them for a certain amount of time, and they're still connected to you in some way or form, and then you can come back and see if that helped. If it doesn't help, that's when you would end your friendship.
Mm. Oh gosh, for me personally, if I was in that situation, that's really frustrating. I'm also someone who's very passive. So growing up, if I had a friend who had a very strong personality, I usually do, I it always goes to the other person. So I'm always that person that just like kind of listened, and if I did bring up something, it would just never come into fruition, right? So but if that is too mentally tiring for you, what usually happens to me, I kind of slowly back away from the friendship, right? I kind of give myself space, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If that person notices because they still see you as a friend, and they're like, oh, why is Jess getting away from me, or like I we haven't hung out, are they avoiding me? So if that person comes up to me and is like, hey, have you been avoiding me lately, I think then in that situation I would be like, I haven't been avoiding, but just lately I've been feeling stressed with your presence because I feel like you don't listen to me. At that point, I would be honest with that individual. But at least in that time when I was feeling stressed with them, I think I would have said earlier what Spy Can't was saying, that like, hey, I don't know if I need some space from you, because at some point, if that's the relationship that the two of you have been having, that's just really frustrating if it's all about them and they never take into consideration like what you want. So,
Yeah.
so retweet, that's true. But yes, thank you for that question. If you have any follow up on that specific one, whoever wrote that, kindly feel free. So we still have a little bit of time. I think I'm gonna end with the song later. I had a song in mind, so well Nikki was like, "Oh yeah, she always sings for her motivational stuff, and I haven't done that." So we'll end with a song. Cleo, we keep getting some really good questions today. So it's I like how this person introduced it. So it says, "Hello, Miso and Kuya Park. How do you guys motivate yourself or boost your own confidence into certain things like going out with friends or even overcoming some type of loneliness by going out? I myself can't really go out much anymore because of how I think about myself. Negative self imagery and being depressed throughout all of this doesn't help overcome that shell. I just want some input on your guys' advice and what would you do? Thank you." I guess
So,
I don't know if you wanted me to break up the question. Sorry.
well, let me put it this way. So, I guess I motivate myself because of the fact that from what I said earlier, for my buddy who was killed, so I have to be a better version of myself because he never had the chance. I motivate myself because I want to prove at my age for my job that I can still beat kids 21 to 25-year olds in my job career field. And for my peers, I want to prove that I'm a better leader than them and I know my stuff better than them. It sounds kind of ego, but the thing is, I'm Korean. I'm very stubborn. I actually don't have an ego, and the thing is, I'm actually very, very humble. So it's my mindset is very hard to understand. Now, with the way I am, is I've been in some very jurors situations where I think back and something happens, and I'm I'm one of those types of people. I've been in worse situations than this I am right now. So why am I complaining? Why am I, bitching and complaining and stuff like that. I know I can do this, so I keep driving on. And that's a mindset. So that goes back to grit. Um, Self image is very hard because I've actually been told this, but self image to some people looking at me because of how I'm in shape is kind of intimidating. And I tell them that I don't work out so I look good, but that also goes back to self image and self confidence. When you have self confidence from working out, thinking positive, and having a drive, you will push yourself to go out more or to do more things than you usually do. What did I do, Yama?
You said he can slide in your DMs.
But yeah, that's my mindset and how I motivate myself each day and to go out and to pretty much make friends and stuff like that. Like, I don't know if it helps you. I have a completely different mindset than all you guys because you guys are way younger than me. So, and the army is the only thing that I know. So,
That's okay. We still value your input. So, and sorry, I didn't give enough space in between for people to comment on the previous one. So I know Spy Can't, you said if they're still targeting you for avoiding them, then that's almost a disrespect to you because they expect you to respect them when they're being toxic to you. Yes. At that point, that's bullying, right? Like why
yeah.
are you being friends with a bully? So, I
So
agree.
the one thing I've always teach other people, Spy, is respect goes both ways. I will respect anybody that I meet up to the point where they try to disrespect me, and then I won't disrespect them right away, but I will tell them like, hey, remember this: respect goes both ways. I was being respectful by talking to you to try to
Mm-hmm.
get your advice, your opinion. You want to disrespect me, this is not going to end good, and I'm either going to walk away, and then you're not going to get your opinion, your advice, or whatever, or we're not going to get this mission accomplished. So, like in a civilian terms, you have to go around not only respecting yourself but being respectful to other people. Up to the point where they start disrespecting you, they start bullying you, then you have to take a stronghold. And I'm not saying choose violence, but if you stand your ground and you show them that being disrespectful to you is wrong, they might have to take a step back. Whoa, this guy actually, talked back. And you have to show them that you don't like that.
I have yeah, I agree, Kuya. And actually, my sister is a behavioral therapist, mainly for kids with autism. But behavioral therapy, like the theory behind it, applies to everything, right? So if there is a person who is bothering you, it is a form of kind of like attention seeking, whether it's positive or negative. So one thing you can do is kind of what Kuya Park said. Another thing is that if you entertain them, right, you're always like reciprocating, or you're just like, you talk back, you're like, oh, you're being annoying, blah, blah, blah. They seek that, and they kind of use you as that punching bag. So if you're tired of that, the best thing you could do sometimes is just walk away, because then you're no longer allowing them to continue that behavior. So just another food for thought, too. And to that person who had the last question, for my personal thoughts on that, one thing that motivates me is stuff like this. Like, being able to interact with people, specifically people that I don't know. And I know this is something that's literally scary for some folks. Shania, hello, how are you?
How's it going, Shy Shy?
How's it going? Um, Doing this motivates me. Doing things like helping people. I was a high school teacher, y'all. Helping people is kind of my thing, and seeing a kid smile is something that makes me happy too, you know. Yes, helping people slay. Yeah, I've helped high schoolers. I currently help college students. So it's funny that like lots of the people that I meet on Twitch are in their younger 20s, which is the age that I currently work with right now. So I thrive off of things like this. So being able to see people smile or like oh, thanks for helping is like something that motivates me. Like literally if I didn't have to stream, well, I technically don't have to stream, but if I were to choose a day to stream, it would only be these Monday talks because I love doing them, right? So finding things that make you happy, setting yourself a goal. So kind of like Puyo Park was telling me earlier, right? I kind of have this little bucket list of things that I want to do. Think about things that you always wanted to try, right? And how can I get to that goal, right? So my goal for over the weekend, I had two goals. One, I learned how to pole dance for the first time on Saturday. And then two, on Sunday, I was doing a 5K, and I always finished a 5K, but I never ran one straight. But I can't even run a single mile straight. So I had to push myself mentally like, hey, I need to get through at least 1 mile, and then I can walk and jog. I could alternate or whatever. But the first mile, I need to run it by itself, right? So set yourself a goal. And once you finish that goal, you just feel so accomplished, right? Like you could do literally anything. In terms of boosting my own confidence, that was hard because I struggled with that a lot growing up. And especially if you're someone who doesn't like to go out a whole lot, there is something about dressing up or making yourself feel a certain way by like even just like taking a shower and washing your face, you know? I don't know. I feel confident when I take a shower and I dress up and look good. Even if I'm not going out, but I just feel physically good is one thing that helps boost my self-esteem, right? So even if you're worried about what other people think about you, even if you yourself, you're just like, dang, I freshened up today. I feel good. I feel fresh. Even though I'm not impressing anyone, I'm going to do something in my day to make myself feel happy is one thing that I do to boost my confidence. So in short, don't be like me. Make sure you shower. But Shana, we are doing good. How is your day going? I think if you keep your goals and sometimes have a routine is a good motivation boost because then you're doing things that you want to do. Yes, and if this is going into like people judging you, routines, goals that you focus on yourself and avoid having to impress people. You're right. I totally took what you said, Spy Can't. Miso stinky.
Or be like me. I don't care about impressing people. I dress what's comfortable. I don't care if people actually honestly like me in real life. Like their judgments don't affect me at all. A lot of people will be like, oh, he doesn't dress cool, you know, like what's hip nowadays, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm not wasting money on designer clothes and stuff like that. I'm spending money way more than I should be on my hobbies to make me happy. And then going back to what you're saying about routines. So that's like I was saying earlier, you should have little routines, but it should also be in a way, two separate things. So routine and then checklist, right? So little things like you wake up, you make your bed, you clean up, you tidy around your area, and then you go to work. So little things like that will actually help you out in life more than you guys think. And then having a routine. So you got to be careful with having a routine. If you get too comfortable, that's where you're actually at your weakest point of your life. So you can have a routine, but please step out of your safe zone or your comfort zone, and then you can come back and then take that experience so you learn something and you can be able to bounce back from whatever happens in your life.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you, Kuya. Shania, I finally got a nap in, so I'm fine. Still doing homework though. That's okay. We got some cozy chats. We actually had a person who just had a follow-up to the follow-up that I'll mention in a bit, but that's okay. Also, everyone comment on how beautiful Shania is because she looked gorgeous during prom. and her dress was super slay and super beautiful. So everyone say go queen. Um, So, the person who just put their most recent one, I know you had a longer bit of a paragraph. If you are comfortable with me sharing it, I am more than open to say it out loud. But I just want to confirm because I know it's anonymous, but I want to make sure that you're okay with me sharing your thing. I wish there was a way for you to like private DM me, like Zoom or something, which sounds also very teacher of me, but. I just want to respect the person's story. So if you want me to summarize it to everyone, or if you're okay with me reading it word for word, we'll give them some time to respond. And sorry, if that person needs the form again, this will be our last question, and then I'll go end in song. And
Yes, because I'm sure he worked out.
yeah, I was gonna say Kuya needs his beauty sleep.
Oh no, I gotta work out first and then go to sleep.
Dude, you're gonna work out right now? What time is it?
It is 7:49.
Okay. Okay, well, we gotta make sure Kuya works out. How long's your workout?
40 minutes.
40 minutes? Okay, we gotta make this chat. You're gonna work out on your bed, Ayo Yama. Ayo.
Hey.
Since you're sleeping anyway. Me, I would just be doing sit-ups. Singing.
No. Sit-ups is actually really bad for your lower back.
Okay, fine, Kuya. Alright, so the person gave me their consent. Sorry for the long paragraph. Please do not apologize. I am very, very happy that whoever is writing this, you feel open enough to share. So never, never apologize. And I love it. I feel really cozy. See, I got this blanket cardigan, and like we're ready. All right. So everyone, tune in, please. If you, I know my mods aren't here, but if you didn't get a soup, I know it's not the actual soup, but get a soup. All right. Hey, you could be my workout equipment. Hey, yo. All right. Sorry for yet another follow-up, but the advice are really insightful. Unfortunately, for context. Oh yes, we do have a secret menu. No, you're good, Scissors. Do not apologize. So this is still the person who was talking about the toxic friendship, right? Yes, this is the toxic friendship individual. So unfortunately, I'm not sure if things can still be fixed since this happened 2 years ago. Oh, okay. I cut them off after returning from a holiday trip with just the two of us. They knew that I'm bad when it comes to directions from where we're from, let alone a foreign country. But a few times when we wanted to do different things or go to different places outside of our itinerary, they would just let me be alone, thinking I'll be okay. In a different country? I don't know if it's because they assumed I'm just an independent as they are, or they simply didn't care. The breaking point was on the last day when they wanted to meet someone without me tagging alone and told me to meet them at the airport at the very last minute. It gave me a lot of anxiety and stress trying to navigate in an unfamiliar city, but I eventually made it. They treated the whole situation as nothing, even though I was visibly upset and didn't talk more than I needed to. They would then send me messages like it's normal and I needed some time and space, so I didn't reply for weeks. Then they unfollowed me after I viewed one of their Instagram stories, and that's that. We didn't message each other any further to resolve things, we just let things be. I do miss the fun times we once had, but I'm not sure the friendship is worth going back to, even if it's possible to rekindle. Dang, that was 2 years ago. Holy. Wow. Okay, so for context, for people hopping in who just kind of hopped in earlier, so Shania, for example, this person was asking if they should end a toxic friendship without having some sort of closure or talking things out with the individual. So this actually happened 2 years ago, that situation, and wow, that was a lot. And I guess before we offer input or advice, please be mindful that this is all from one perspective. We do not know this perspective or the experiences of the second person involved. So please take things with a grain of salt. And obviously the person who is writing, obviously we're here to just offer, some sort of insight, but obviously we're not telling you to do X, Y, or Z, but just to kind of share thoughts and opinions. But yeah, we're not going to try and, defend or whatever or talk negatively about the other person involved, right? But I'm sorry that for that trip that you went to on holiday, that was your experience. I would have been terrified personally. I am so bad at navigating things. If I was told to go to a place alone because that is the place I wanted to go, I would rather sacrifice going there just to be with another person because I don't feel safe. So I hear you in your feeling of being upset if someone told you to get back to the airport by yourself. But as Spikehan said, I'm glad you're able to navigate back and stuff because, I can't imagine, especially if it's a different language and they don't speak English very well or whatever language is being spoken. Like, that's super, super tough. I don't know if Park, you want to chip in because I'm dehydrated as heck.
So it sounds like your friend was being a little bit selfish and they wanted to do something. The thing is, if you're in a foreign country, you should never, ever be left alone. And that was really, in my opinion, dumb of your friend. If they actually cared about you, they would have not told you to find your way to the airport. And I apologize for you having to be in that situation. I would say since it's been 2 years, if you still have the social link, like just pop up, like their page, say hi, how you been, something like that. Just let them know that, you're still thinking about them and everything. But like, even with bad friendship, you should still cherish the moments you had with them, and not remember just the bad things.
Yeah, I agree too. Oh, you have some ramen, Nikki? That sounds so good. Kazo, you still here? Hello. Yeah, that's...
Oh, I still gotta eat too.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we'll end this. We'll close it out in a bit. But yes, I'm sorry again that you had that experience. That's really tough. But if it's been 2 years out, I'll say this: if you are still thinking about that person, right? God bless you, Clea. If you're still thinking about that person and you see them and you're just like, I wonder how they're doing, I don't think it hurts to reach out and just check in on them, right? But if at this point in time, if you feel happier and you felt like them not being in your life has alleviated a lot of stress from you, then I think that's a-okay, right? But I think if you were asking this question to all of us right now, it means that you kind of have some sort of thoughts and feelings about this person, right? So, you can check in with them. I've lost friends before and I've sent messages like, hey, thinking about you, or even during holidays, I'm like, hey, Merry Christmas, thinking about you. If they don't respond, that means they probably felt that same way of like, hey, I don't think maybe this friendship is worth it. But at least you tried being the better person and, tried to do something good out of it, right? Did we say the same thing again? Spike can't. I would agree with Park. Depending on how good the relationship is before the trip, is what should determine if you should just leave it be or come back. Yeah, I agree. Spike and you're just all on the same page. So Spike can't again. Valorant mental health stream. Alrighty. I was typing, but I was like, I'll let Miso talk first. I'm sorry. I should really allow space. I literally just ramble. So next time I will allow space for people in the chat to talk. Don't be sorry. It saves you from typing. Oh, I'm glad. Alrighty. Well, Thank you, everyone. That was super fun. I think this was the most productive, like, Q&A session I've had, Kuya. So I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for everyone in here. And for the most part, let's thank Kuya Park for sharing his experiences and just sharing his advice. So give all the hearts. I'll give a shout out as well to Kuya. Or actually, I'll have Scissors give the shout out this time. So I get my hands off the keyboard. So, thanks, Scissors. Thank you, Kia. You're the best. And thank you, Scissors, for the shout out. These topics are not easy, but I'm very thankful that there are people who are able to chip in and help other people who are not so maybe confident in asking these questions. But it's just nice getting input, not from just the two of us. I mean, we're just two people, but it's just nice having everyone kind of come together to share their thoughts, right? So, as you can see, Kuya, everyone loves you here too, and they thank you. Again, I don't have a Discord. Again, it's gonna happen, y'all. It's gonna happen someday. So, but if this is stuff that you like, or if you think you would benefit on just kind of, venting or offering words of wisdom or things like that, Kuya Park made a Discord for folks who would like to talk things related to mental health. So if you are interested, I don't know why it was pinned, but I think it left again. So if someone can kindly put that Discord one more time, feel free. You're more than welcome to join it. I don't have a Discord, but you can also DM me through. If you join that Discord, you can DM me through misolsoup. You can also follow me on Instagram as well. I am more than happy to message you on Instagram as well if you have social media. Cosmic says, to people that have friends not listen to their opinions, you can say something like, every opinion I expressed became contradicted. Why even have conversations when I'm being shut down? Yes. It's there. You cannot have a productive friendship or productive relationship if your thoughts and feelings are not validated. So thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate that. So I am still dehydrated. I said I was gonna end in song. I think I still will, but Kuya, you don't have to stay in the Discord or in the Discord call for me to sing the song unless you want to. You can join everyone in chat. Up to you. But I thank you, and you could also just do your workout and eat. Make sure you eat, everyone. So, but thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
So I will say again, if I'm a guest speaker, I have other subjects that I will talk about, not just my experience right here about depression. So anytime you need another guest speaker, just hit me up and I'll try to come back on. I'm going to leave now so I can work out, then eat, and then shower and go to bed. So I'll do my typical saying when I leave. It's peace, love, and chicken grease. It's a Midwest thing. So everyone have a good night, good day, wherever you're from. Remember, you are loved and you have to love yourself first before you can love others.
Hooray. Thank you, Kuya. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye. All right. I'm also from the Midwest. I've never heard the saying peace, love, chicken grease, and I'm from Illinois. So all right. Well, I had a song in mind, and then who the heck is on? Did someone say another thing? Oh, wait. Did I miss a thing on the form? Thank you so much, Park and Miso, for your insightful perspectives. I mainly wanted opinions on the matter since I've never told this to anyone. Oh, since we don't really have any mutual friends, we usually hang out with just the two of us. When it first happened, it was still fresh, so I had a lot of feelings about the whole situation with them. Being the one at fault, but as time goes by, I find myself thinking if I overreacted and was being petty about the whole thing. But thank you again for the wonderful advice. As of now, I'm still having mixed feelings about reaching out to them, mainly because I don't think they will react well to it, especially after 2 whole years. Oh. I am just thankful that people felt comfortable enough to share. I think that is something that means a whole lot to me. I think starting this out, I was like, I hope people aren't scared of me and they are afraid to ask questions, because I would love to answer as many questions as possible. But Thank you for sharing your stories. Spike It, you're scared? Get out of here, man. Get out. You're scared. What the heck? Guys, I don't bite. The clothes I'm wearing, it's a facade. That's just what teachers wear to make it look like they're in charge. No, but honestly though, thank you so much for just people opening up and sharing your stories. It's not easy, so if you did, I appreciate you. Let's see what was the song. This is the song I had stuck in my head today, and it kind of related to the topic. I don't know if I remember the whole song. And I'm not gonna lie, my voice, I'm so dehydrated. Donald, you can definitely ask a question if you wanted to. All right, so let's see, who can we raid afterwards? Drink some water. I should. There's no more water in this water bottle here. All right, I think after this song we're gonna raid Migo. I haven't interacted with him other than today, so I think that will be a fun person to raid. And this thing keeps on falling down, which is fine. But again, thank you everyone for being here tonight. Mondays has now become my favorite day to just kind of talk to everyone, and I'm really thankful for the people who are just here for the first time. Thank you guys for being here. Just a little bit of shout outs before I sing. Spycan, thank you again for the raid. Cosmic and Conry, thank you for the follow. Thank you to Kuya Park for his words of wisdom, and then just everyone here. There's a lot of you. It just makes me really happy just to see everyone in here. So please know that if you are feeling sad or in need of help, just know that if no one has told you this today, just know that I love you and that I appreciate you. And again, like I said, if you have no one on your hand, that has changed today, because you at least have the whole hand that loves you. So me, Kuya Park, Spy Can't Scissors, and I think we said Cammy. So you got 5 people, and I'm sure there's many other people where you can get a full set of hands to love you as well. So no, Shania, please do not apologize. Glad you rated and come to Motivational Monday. I'm glad too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the motivation words from both of you guys. Thank you, Obsession, for being here, and just anyone lurking. I just appreciate it. So please know I'm here for you, even if I don't know you that well. You know, I just want to be here. I will send anyone that hurts any of you to the Shadow Realm and light it on fire. You can always reach out to me whenever if you need someone to listen or talk to. I appreciate it, Nikki. Thank you. Thank you. All right. My voice can't anymore. Damn. Okay, fine. But no, Spike, you can stay here. Although we are gonna raid now, so you should stay for the raid. If not for me, for Migo. So no, my voice can't. Guys, I got the energy, but I got old lady brain and my old lady body. I'm so dehydrated. But yes, Jojo, we should go to the karaoke one day. It will happen. So I'm so tired, or I'm so thirsty. I have no water. All right, thank you all. Oh my god, please tell me that everyone heard the music this time, because hopefully it wasn't a cappella. I'll virtually karaoke with y'all. Yes. Thank you for the stream. No, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone, honestly, for being here. It was really fun today. I mean, it's always fun, but I don't know. Mondays I always have the most fun on here, so. There was no music. You were singing a cappella. Imagine. Oh my god, imagine. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, cuz. Thank you for being here. Big loves. Again, I'll be here. Oh, actually, you know what? This week I'm actually gonna be taking a quick little breaky. I'm not gonna stream this week because I'm tired. Work is gonna be really busy So your girl needs some sleep. So I'll be back again next Monday for another motivational stream. So I'll probably be playing Valorant and Stardew like on the side for funsies, or Fortnite with friends on the fun for funsies. But I'm not gonna stream them this week because I'm tired. So thank you for the stream, Ate Jess and Queen Park. Thank you for the stream and motivational stream. You guys are awesome. You are all awesome, and I'm so glad. I hope people were able to get something out of it. If not, I hope it was just cozy and that you just kind of vibed. So carry me. No, says I'm so bad. But if anyone is like, if anyone plays any of those games, let me know. I'd love to play with some people. I'm going back to playing Fortnite, so come through. The Gamer Scoop, how's it going? At fun, or even Fortnite? Wrong chat. Oh. Huh? You'd love to play? Yes. I suck. I don't have a socials tab. Hold on. Let me do this before we raid out. Let me do this because I'm trash. Oh, of course my Discord freezes at the last second. Hold on, y'all. I got you. But what's up? We in here? Not too bad. We're actually just trying to end stream in a bit. I'm just trying to give people my socials, but I'm a noob streamer. All right, here we go. I feel like a noob. Thank you, Tammy, for being here. I appreciate it. I'm very noob. That is my Discord. You're more than welcome to add me. If you play Fortnite or Valo, DM me. Let's play. Because I'm going to be vibing this week. And then let me also give... Oh! Hey Gamer Scoop, thank you for the follow. I know you came at the end, but I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. And then... God, does this work too? That is my Instagram. Actually, is that just Instagram? Wait, that doesn't do... Hold on. No. Here we go. If you want to follow me on Instagram because for some reason you don't have Discord, you can you own the whole Instagram Imagine. I wish, dude. You know, just the casual owner of Instagram is here among your presence. Alright, let's get out of here. Fuck, how do I rate again? Okay. Alright. We are gonna be rating Migo. I think Jess is the secret owner of Instagram. You're funny. But yeah, we're gonna raid Migo. Please all have a good night, good morning, wherever you're at. Make sure you eat, hydrate, because I need to hydrate and you sleep. And again, just know that you're also wonderful and beautiful. And if you ever need anything, let me know. I'd be more than happy. So I will see you all next Monday. If not, I'll probably be peeping into people's streams. Oh, frick, raid message. Great question. Let's see. Miso loves you. Oh, all right. See, don't even have a raid message. Wasn't ready. Here we go. We'll just go with the standard. So please make sure you copy that. I'm trying to make new emotes, so we won't do a sub-friendly one. So we'll just go in. And then support Migo if you love him. Go follow him. If you don't want to, that's a-okay too. But I will see you all next week. Have a good night and stay warm, stay cozy. Or maybe not warm because I want it to be warm. I don't know. Whatever. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah.